I want to thank everyone for coming out. It's a beautiful morning. It's the day after. I was hanging out with Jack and Greg last night. That was a big mistake. I barely got out of bed. Never doing that again. Yeah, right. Give me a couple weeks.
Tonight, I can guarantee that.
Give me a couple weeks.
For the rest of the week.
Yeah, at least for not the rest of the week. So again, I do want to thank everyone for being here. You know, it's so critical that we get out our slate of endorsements so we know. So the voters of District 8 and District 6, because that's kind of where our universe is, they know what Alice's priority is. And Alice's priorities are the good priorities. We believe in good government, good policies, and that's why we're all here. So thank you so much. I do want to recognize a few people and thank a few people for all of their hard work. Lou Fisher and David Fujimoto. Unbelievable work. And they've carried through all year, and they're going to carry through this election. I also want to thank Brian Lubitz for that beautiful slate card. And let's say I want to recognize a few people. We have endorsed candidates here. We have Scott. We have Rebecca Prozan. We have Michael Nava. We've got an undersheriff right over there, Chris Cooney. Ron Flynn from the City Attorney's Office. Anyone else? Am I missing anyone? Keith Baraka, he's a firefighter. Michael, I don't know if you want to say a few words. Yeah.
The Danish
and the lovely, our endorsed candidate, Hydra Mendoza. So if you want to say a few words.
I just want to, I can't tell you enough how much it means to me to have Alice's support in this campaign. As you know, it's taken kind of an ugly turn, but I'm really proud to stand with Alice's other endorsed candidates and with all of you, and I feel pretty confident about becoming the first openly gay judge of color in November. So thank you so much.
I know. Let me just walk in and say good morning to everyone. Thank you so much. This is the second time around that you all are supporting me, and it's a heartfelt endorsement. Alice has been just a great supporter, and I really appreciate all that you're doing, all that you've done, and we've been making great gains in the school district, and the last 4 years have been tremendous. And took me a little while to decide to run, and I did, and I'm gonna full force here, and knowing that all of you are behind me just means a lot to me. So on behalf of my 2 children and myself, thank you so much.
Very nice.
Children in a bar. I know. Blending in.
That's a school board hit right there.
I know, that's a school board hit right there. Yeah. I know. We're children.
Hey everyone, thanks for being here today. We've all, Rebecca and I together have been down this road many times before, fighting for our candidates, working together as the Alice family to make sure that our values are represented at City Hall. And now this is an absolute test for this club. Because let me tell you, you've seen it already, and you're going to see a lot more of it in the next 31 days. That the amount of money that's going to pour into this district to get Raphael Mandelman elected is going to knock you on your rear end. You haven't seen anything yet. And this club is one of the few counterbalances to that. And I have been telling everyone for a long time, I say it at my house parties, I say it to anyone who asks me that, of course I'm going to do everything in my power to win, and I intend to win. I know Rebecca intends to do the same thing. But I am voting for Rebecca Prozan second, and I am telling anyone who will listen to vote for Rebecca Prozan second, because it is critical that this club continue to have representation in District 8 and at City Hall. So please work, let's support the Alice slate, and let's win in November. Yeah.
One thing that history has shown us is clear, and that one thing is that an Alice candidate always wins in District 8. This election is no exception. It is going to be a long, is it 33 or 32 days? 31. 31 days. A very long 31 days. The interest money is already coming in. For me, it's on both sides and not just on one. But we have to thank you, Lou. It's now 30 days, 20 hours. Does anyone else have a better countdown? We need to do everything we can to make sure that either Scott or myself wins this election. And that means telling your friends, that means spending your Saturdays, that means phone banking on the weeknights, that means whatever it is to make sure that Scott or I win, because Alice there's no reason why we should lose this election. You know why we shouldn't lose this election? We've got the best candidates, the best message, and the best people supporting the two of us in this election. I, like Scott, am telling everyone on the street and at house parties, I just did it at DuBose Triangle on Thursday night when I was asked, that Scott Wiener is my number 2, that I'm encouraging my people to vote for Scott number 2, because we need to make sure that our candidates win. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for spending your time, as I like to call it. District 8 is my own personal Stairmaster, and now it can be yours. So thank you very much. Really appreciate it.
I do want to turn it over maybe for a second to Lou and Dave Fujimoto, who might talk about some of the logistics of today's field operation.